So I was just listening to this, you guys, on Wion, Wion. It is a very interesting YouTube channel here, and it has this video today, or it was 6 days ago, I believe. From it says here, Gravitas has Rishi Sunak's UK become a third world country, and I listened to most of it, at least half of it, I would say. And I thought to myself, you mean all of this is going on in the UK and the UK press is not covering any of this? The Daily Mail, the Mirror, the Express, the Independent, the BBC. I mean, none of these people are covering this on a daily basis, but they're obsessed about Meghan and what jam she sent to her friends and who her friends are, and they're even cooking up things about her Archwell Foundation that she has with her husband, trying to convince us that they're delinquent, almost dead, because even I, after reading the Daily Mail, and then I saw a bunch of other articles in just about all the other papers, from People to Hello to everybody was on this story of delinquency. Come to find out that it's really the Daily Mail and these UK papers and the UK press who are delinquent in doing their due diligence before they furnish the public with inaccurate and misleading information. Moreover, given that so much appears to be happening in the country that has literally, according to this report, which I have not substantiated, so I'm only telling you what is being said on this YouTube channel. I think it might be called Gravitas is the program, is that the UK has become like a third world country. I mean, so many of these people in the press had so much to say about Harry and Meghan's visit to Nigeria, and they had so much negative to say about Nigeria, starting with that the King Charles would never want to visit Nigeria because there's no culture there that's worthy of royalty, to the poverty that racks the country. Some are making fun of the fact of Nigeria has polo. Nigerian polo was like a big joke for some of them. I mean, it was just all bad news coming out of these press and these journalists after Harry and Meghan's visit. I mean, you'd think that Nigeria was the pit of hell. But as it turns out, this woman on this program, this is very a damning report of the state of the UK, that to me, it's beyond delinquency. It's beyond being delinquent that the UK press is ignoring all these problems with medicines being unavailable for, basic medicines for diabetes and epilepsy patients, to the unchecked street violence with people walking on the streets, stabbing people to death with knives and even swords, to the roads and the potholes that have increased the traffic accidents, that, the infrastructure of the UK is falling apart. According to the OECD, even the economy is the lowest growth rate in all of Europe. I mean, it's just so many problems that seem to rack this country that, according to this report, equates the UK with third world countries because, a broken down infrastructure, economic, just no growth, a lack of economic growth, lack of a medical system, or a broken down medical system where even basic medicines for diabetes patients and epilepsy patients is non-existent. People can't find their medications in the pharmacies. There's like a shortage among other things. I mean, that's not even the half of it. There's just so many problems, according to this report, which again, I have not substantiated. So you do your own research on it, whether it's accurate or not. But this woman seems to be quoting some very persuasive sources, including the OECD, on her economic claims. And so you wonder to yourself, how can the press in the UK be so delinquent in providing this information to the British people, making people aware, holding their politicians accountable, and, really focusing on what is important rather than their bizarre obsession with the Duchess of Sussex and everything she eats, wears, or sends to her friends. It's really, really bizarre. I'm shocked. I really recommend that you go check out this YouTube video and listen to this and come to your own conclusions about what this woman just said. I mean, this was just 6 days ago, so it's a very current report of what is going on in the country, the overcrowded prisons. The prison system is in shambles, apparently. They're just like incarcerating everybody to the point that now, you have 3 inmates in one cell, where before it was just one inmate. I mean, it's just really, really a big mess. And to me, again, it smacks of delinquency that the press in the UK, from the Daily Mail to the Sun to the Mirror to the Independent, even the BBC, all of them who spend night and day running stories about Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, and her husband Harry, Duke of Sussex, two people who don't live in the United Kingdom and have nothing to do with the state of affairs in the United Kingdom. That has to do with the government and the head of state, King Charles the Vindictive, right? And running the country into the ground, focused on things they shouldn't be focused on. It's their fault, the society they now have and the one that's coming, because it seems that it's expected to only get worse. You know what I mean? So it's just very bizarre how they continue to focus on everything except what they're supposed to focus on. I can't think of any other word for this other than delinquent.